Hi everybody, this is Amy Coon from the Papelife, www.thepaperlife.com. I'm here with a long-awaited flower tutorial on this little flower that I have came up with. Story behind this, the backstory on the flower is I remember making these. They were popular when I was in probably around 5th grade. You know, back when they used to do the little hand, you would count the number out and do your little hand folded piece of paper thing that say, does he like you, or will you be married, all those crazy things we used to do when we were in grade school. I learned how to make one of these flowers, and one night I just remembered them and thought, why am I not doing these to put on my altered projects, my scrapbooks. This is on a album, as you can see, and I remembered how to do them, and I wanted to bring you guys the tutorial. So let me get some stuff set up here and we'll do it real quick. Easy peasy, no big deal. You guys will be making tons of these within 10 minutes, I promise. So hang on and I'll be right back. Bye. Okay, I'm back. Here's what I have. These are Jenny Bolin, and they come in little packets. It's like the shrunk down version of the big size of her paper line. Here's one with the writing. There's a musical note page that came. It's a bunch of them that are 4x4 cut of her full-size 12 by 12 papers, and I just use this. Obviously you can use whatever paper you want cut into whatever size square. I mean, it doesn't have to be a 4x4. I just feel like the 4x4 kind of works easiest for me. As you go smaller, it gets a little bit tighter. Another thing that I want to say about them is you probably want to look for a little bit more flexible weight paper. The heavier papers are a little bit harder. They get creasy and not so natural looking as the petals. And that is what these will be made into. These pre-cut 4x4s from Jenny Bolin we're going to make into a flower. The only other things that you are going to need are a handy dandy finger to fold, or whatever you've got. If you got a bone folder, that's great too. Also I just rough cut a piece of scrap cardstock into a circle. This won't show, doesn't matter. It can be the most hideous, ugliest piece of paper you have and you want to get rid of. This is just our base that we're going to glue to. Like you can see, it is totally not a perfect flower. Nice cutting there, Amy, huh? Anyway, but no problem. Like I said, this will only be used for the base to hold it all together. And the other thing you need is a wet adhesive. Now, I have became friends with the glue gun. I used to hate him because he would burn me all the time, but I've gotten practice and I really like the glue gun with this project. But I also use glossy accents, any type of wet adhesive. I mean, in school we made them with Elmer's glue and they held up fine. So that's your main ingredients that you're going to need for these flowers. Oh, and then a center of some sort, and I'll show you some options that I've done for the center. Starting with our 4x4. What you do is turn it over to the wrong side, and you're going to fold it into a triangle. Crease that down nicely. Then take one corner down to the other point. I'm telling you, you guys, this is totally easy. Take your other corner down to the other point and fold. Okay, now then you're going to want to flip it over, and I give it a little half, not a tight crease, but a loose one in half there, and you'll see why. It also helps you mark where to bend these back corners down. So, okay, let's go back. We went from a piece of square, folded it in half, folded one flap down, two flap down, turned it over, and folded it like this and gave it a light crease. And then on the back side, these little flaps, you're going to pull the corners in and match them up to that little crease that you just made and fold those down flat. Now, this is an option. You could use tape runner or a little bit of glue or whatever to keep these little folds down if you would like. It makes it a little tighter, but it's kind of optional. then flip it back over and kind of, you know, tuck those corners up in there. Let me see if I can get a good view here for you. And all you're really going to do is push down in the center and out on your petals. And kind of shape them around a little bit. You know, you might need to, if you can see that, it's like a little cup. I'll let go there. That's what that side looks like. You could trim these if you're wanting to get your petals tighter together when you go to put this together in the end. But yeah, let's flip it over and you can see those flaps on the back. That's what I was talking about. You could put the glue in there. Then the only other thing that you have to do is take your hot glue gun and put a little bit of hot glue in there and start putting your petals around. Just hold it for a second. And start putting your petals all around. And I've pre-made a bunch of these with some of Jenny's cute little paper. And just keep going all around here with your petals. And eventually, when you get this guy all filled up, you're going to have a little flower like I just showed you. Let's put another one on here just to make sure you guys have all got it. Stick my hot glue on. Put in another petal. And basically when you're done with this, put it back up there, you're going to end up with petals all around. Now I might want to go back, if you can see the back of that, the flaps are kind of coming up, so I might want to go back in now and, you know, stick a little glue behind those flaps to flatten that out. But endless possibilities on this, you guys, and totally a cute, I'm shaking to death there, totally a cute idea. Now, you know, as far as the center, buttons can go in there. I love these new rhinestones buttons by Basil that they have out. That would be totally cute in the center of one of these. And endless possibilities. Like I said, here's the finished product. You can kind of get a good view of how I did all that with all the petals. And if you decide to go make a beautiful mess in your paper life today or any day soon with these or anytime, let me know, let us know, send me a JPEG file or else put it up on the message boards in the gallery. We would love to see what you take and end up making with this. So here's to some new flowers to try out, everybody.